everybody. I hope you're all okay. I hope you're all keeping well. I'm going to quickly start off again with a quick warm-up that we'll do. Again, like I do for most weeks, I'll just run through it quite quickly and then you guys can do it with me. And then we're going to have a look at some acting techniques. But this time, I'm going to do similar to what I did to the last video. The last video was a bit here, there and everywhere because the phone kept cutting out. But now I'm back on my camera, so it's all good. And I want to kind of do some improv stuff with some character work that I can kind of talk you through in real time so we can do it together. Kind of how we started before, but maybe a bit more in depth this time. So we'll start straight away with a quick warm-up. Again, we're going to just focus on neck, shoulders, jaw. If I miss things out that were perhaps in the other one that you liked, make sure that you just stick to the ones that you find useful, that you find helpful. I always have my favourites and that's kind of what I stick to and what I'm going to be showing you. Obviously there are a lot more exercises you can do and you can maybe leave some out that just don't suit you, that maybe don't help, okay? So instead of talking through it, I'm literally just going to do it with you. You copy me. If you feel like when I'm doing it, because obviously we don't have loads of time because when you're uploading the clips and everything, but if you guys feel like, oh, actually I could do with doing that a little bit more, make sure pause the video, keep doing it until you feel like you've loosened up and that you feel ready to go. Okay, I'm going to stop talking and we'll just go ahead and start with the warm-up, okay? So before we do anything, you want to make sure, and I'm a huge culprit for this, and I know I've said it before, I lock my knees end up going like bend backwards. And when I was in drama school, that was something that was always picked up, is I was always holding so much tension in my legs. So before you even begin, just try and make sure that your knees are not locked. That's the first thing you want to do. And check yourself as you're doing it. Are they going back and back and back? Mine will, and I will have to keep checking with myself. So I need to keep making sure they're nice and easy. Otherwise, if you're doing this and then you're trying to relax your shoulders, you're then putting a lot of strain on your legs. Okay, so you're just going to go like this, and we're going to start with the shoulders. I should have put my hair up, but oh well. Start with your shoulders and we're going to rotate them backwards. Again, we're going to do this a couple of times, but what I would suggest, if you feel like you need to do it more, pause the video and make sure you do it more, because this is a slightly quickened up version. And then roll them forward. Again, make sure the knees aren't locked, mine just did. Okay, now you're going to use the whole arm. If you don't have enough room, then just keep doing it like this. But if you have enough room, then you're going to go up and round. You're probably going to hear Hugo, because he's just out there talking, so you might hear him. And then forward. The reason I'm doing this, by the way, I'm bouncing a bit, is just to remind myself not to lock my knees, because I'm a huge culprit for it. Whew. My shoulders are so bad, guys. I'm going to do it once more. Don't forget to breathe. Don't forget those knees shouldn't be locked. And then forward. Apologies if you can hear him. That's so funny. Okay, we're going to just put one arm over here. You should be able to feel a little pull here. And then you're going to do the other side. He's shouting to his dad. Oh, the joys of lockdown with a toddler, eh? Okay, other arm. Perfect. Then we're going to do one arm above. I'm going to quicken this up now a bit because I think I've taken probably a little bit too long on the warm-up, and I want to get into the improvisation, character development stuff that I kind of touched on last week, but I want to do a bit more. Oh, okay. Okay, we're going to move up now into the neck, so we're going to warm the neck up. Really, really gentle, really, really easy. Just going to look from left to right. Your own pace, however fast you want to do it. If you want to give it a little bit of a stretch, look back a bit further. Do not push it. If it hurts, you need to stop. Okay, and then you're going to do this. Oh, not my neck clicking. If you want a little bit of pressure on your neck, don't pull it. It's just having a little bit more of a stretch. If it hurts, you need to stop. Watch your knees. Mine just locked again. Okay, now you're just going to go down and up, down and up. It's really important. Don't like look back like this because that'll crunch your neck up. So it's just literally really, really slight movements of the neck. Again, repeat that because it needs a little bit more. If your neck is a bit stiff, you'll probably need to do that a couple of times, okay? We're going to move on to the jaw. You're just going to give it a little massage. Little massage. Make sure there's a gap between your teeth. Don't clench your teeth. Make sure there's a gap. Check your knees, check your shoulders, make sure you're not showing any tension anywhere. Okay, and then I just want you to go. One more time. Shake it off, shake it off, shake it off. Okay, we're going to do one quick spinal roll because it's my favourite. Okay. Chin to the chest, and you're thinking about your back going down each vertebrae at a time, and you're going to go down. You should feel it really, really nice on your back, on your spine. And once you're down there and you're hanging, make sure you're not there and you're holding it. You need to really be like flop. And if someone were to touch your head, it should bounce like a rag doll. Okay, we're going to do it once. If you want to do it more, please do. Chin to your chest. Go down, do it as slowly as you want to. Bend your knees, and you're just going to hang there. You can move from side to side, give your back a bit of a stretch. Okay, and roll back up, really slowly. I must admit, guys, I absolutely, don't do what I just did, come up and finish it, sorry. I absolutely love a spinal roll. I really do. I know I do it every time, but I absolutely love it. Okay, let's get into what I want to do. When I watched a bit of my video back from last week, and I felt like I didn't touch upon this enough because I was a bit distracted and just because my phone kept cutting out, and I really apologise. And I was walking you guys through the improvisation stuff, and I just want to kind of touch on that right now and do a little bit of an exercise together. I want you, obviously, you're going to think of a character, think of, when it comes time to knowing your parts and knowing this, knowing that, I want it to be that you guys can really jump into character. And it's kind of tricky right now. We're all in a situation that's a bit unknown to us. And obviously when I'm in the room with you guys, it is different and it is a bit easier because I can see what you're doing and give some feedback. But what I want to do right now, just so it feels like we kind of are in a room together, is I kind of want to walk through it in real time and have a go at it together, okay? And last week I did the exercise of walking around the room, and I want to do that again, but we're going to push it a bit more, and we're going to have a look at different scenarios and just see how that goes, okay? What I want you guys to do is I want you to think of your character, and I want you to just stand. So you're going to stand here as you. I'm standing here as Jordana, and I'm just going to stand here. And what I want you guys to do is to slowly, like last week I started talking about, slowly shape your body into your character right now. So does that mean that you go onto your hip? Does that mean you're a bit more slouched? Does it mean you're more upright? You're a bit more prim and proper? What does that mean? Morph into it. I'm going to count to 10, and when I get to 10, I want you guys to have morphed into the character, just the body. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay? Stay as that character. Be that character in that room, in the moment, be them. Okay? And what I want you to start doing, like we started last week, I want you to just walk around the room. just walk. This is just their normal walk. How does it feel? How is it different to you? Do they walk on their tiptoes? Do they walk really flat-footed? Are they a quick walker? Are they a slow walker? Okay, I want you to just walk around the room for a couple of seconds. If you don't have much space, just walk in a circle and just try and figure out, what do they do? Where are they weighted? And I want you guys, while I'm doing these exercises, I want you guys to think of how this will help you in your characters to come, or in any situation, for anything, whether you guys, for the long road, for when you go, if you go to university, or if you go to drama school, if you don't, if you're going to do some shows, these exercises are really, really useful, and it's kind of why I drill them in so much. Okay, so just keep walking around the room. How is it different? How do they feel? How are they weighted? An exercise I do, I want you guys to stand still, stop where you are, and I want you to stand and think of their thoughts. What are they thinking? What do they think about the most? Have an answer in your head. What do they think about the most? Okay. Why? Why do they think about this thing the most? Why? Is it something that's important because it makes them feel happy? Or does it make them feel sad? Is it something they worry about and that's why they think about it? Just have a minute and think, what do they think about? Okay, can you keep walking again? Now I want you guys to walk in this character as if you are, like we did last week, as if you're running late for something. Do they care? Does it affect them much? It might not. If it was me, I would be panicking and it would really upset me, and then you keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. For some people, they go, oh, I'm late, that's just the way it is. What does your character feel about being late? Okay, now they've just had an argument with someone. How are they walking now? Keep walking. Got a really, really big argument. Are they a type of person who would show it on their face, or would they be someone who hides it really well? What would they look like? If you have a mirror, even better, maybe try and check yourself, see what your body's doing. Okay, the last one, I want you guys to sit. I will sit with you. I want you guys to sit on a chair, or anywhere that you can, perch down. Sit. How do they sit? This one's really important because you don't really think about this one too much. How is this character sitting? Do they sit like this, upright? Are they kind of chilled out like this? Do they have bad posture and they have a bit of a slump, or are they really prim and proper?